Alrighty, guys. So we last episode we finally got our sniper rifle. We set up some research, and then we went out worm hunting. And worm hunting went pretty well. Uh, Here is what we ended up with. We've got what's that? Almost 1,200 alien artifacts. 33 of the green ones, 32 of the purple ones, 34 blue ones, 30 orange ones, 42 yellow, and 29 red. And we picked up, some gardens and what have you. Now, the fish, we just picked that up along the way because of having to fight the worms. So, let's see what we opened up. There you go, guys. Um, the blue line, of course, is electrical. And I basically went through after I pushed the worms back and kind of drew a line with sand all the way around the perimeter of where we have cleared them back. So that's kind of our line in the sand, only it's line with sand, I guess. So we now have a fair bit of room to expand. I also went out and put out radar and stuff like that, but we're starting to run into a proliferation of behemoth biters. And I'm not going to lie, these suckers are hard to kill with that sniper rifle. It takes a lot of fish, and it takes a lot of approach, fire, and move away, approach, fire, move away. Um, Meanwhile, you're getting peppered with explosives and penetrating rounds and fire and all kinds of stuff. So up here, it took us a little maneuvering to get some of them. But we got it all cleared out, and now we can start to once again expand our area of our base, our land area. And that's what we're going to do. So before we do that, let's go ahead and go into research. And in research, I think we're going to take Geode Processing 2. That's going to give us Crystal Slurry. And Crystal Slurry is going to start to give us mineral sludge that we can use up the geodes that we've got. Because we got a lot of them from making sand and stuff like that. So it's another source of materials. We're going to take advantage of it. So we're going to throw that up there. And we are going to throw our physical projectile damage and shooting speed up there. I wish there was one for range. That would be kind of nice to have one for range, but doesn't seem to be the case. But certainly the damage is gonna help a little bit. We'll throw that up there. And then again, like I say, we're doing all right with the level 2 boilers and level 2 steam engines. I don't think we need the level 3s yet. I think we may want to look at, where is it? This right here, this gas and oil extraction. Actually, yeah, gas and oil extraction takes us down through gas processing, takes us to cooling. So we're kind of trying to get down towards some of this other dirty science that we got. So I think we'll take that. Bottled gas, I don't know if we need that really yet. Now I was looking at this, and this copper casting, I don't know if it gains as much or not. It's 80 molten copper. It gives us 2 sheets, but then 2 sheets, 1 sheet gives us 4, so 2 sheets would give us 8 for 80. So it's almost a 1-to-1. I don't think it gains us anything. So I don't know if those are helpful or not. Advanced lead smelting is going to give us the same processed lead like we've got with the iron. So I do think that's going to give us a bonus, so I think we're going to take that. Same thing with tin and manganese, I think we're going to take. So that's what we're going to take for right now. That's going to get us started. So we'll get that going. So while we were out there, we did pick up some more gardens. So we can go ahead and throw the gardens and the trees in with all of our other stuff. The wheaten, these we're going to take up and put in their respective warehouses up there. We're going to have to look into the artifacts and see what they do at some point. We're going to start looking at the gaseous puffer eggs as well. But the rest of that's going to go up in the other warehouses. But since we got more gardens, I think we can safely now start to do some of this green research. So we're going to snag all of this out of here, and I've got this kind of already set up as it needs to go through. So this one needs paper. So we're going to put a bunch of, now we have 800 of these, 840s. So I'm trying to be around that number of the other items that we insert. So there's that. This is going to take seedling nests and protective scaffolding, which we're making the protective scaffolding. We just need the seedling nests to go with it. And that's going to make us one part of our dirty green science. The other one, of course, is the alien plant life sample, these little capsule looking things. So we'll throw those in there. And then once this is done making these, and we can throw them in here, right? And then once that's done making those, we can throw it up there, and we'll get out our dirty green science. And once we have processed all of it, we're going to take it down and add it into the labs. We're going to put it on a belt into the labs so that it's ready when we need it. So we got that going. And that's really, right now, kind of it. One other thing that we did change is we've gone through all of our what you call it here? What is this rack? I can't remember. Silicon. Why couldn't I remember silicon? Anyway, we have managed to go through all but a little bit of it. There was none over here, so I swapped back to Formula 1, to recipe number 1 for iron ingots. And I think what we'll do is we'll probably be switching back and forth between the two of these as we get more in. But it's still keeping up. I think we're still good. What other changes, if any, have we made? I cannot think of any. I think that was pretty much it. We are starting to get a little close on our power. We're at about 50% power right now. I like to keep below that just to be safe if I can. So we're going to have to start looking at more power. Of course, all of this is going along real nice. We'll go ahead and put the ones that we've got where they belong. There we go. And eventually, once we get a little further down on the research tree, we'll start to convert these and start making our various feeds and stuff like that. So that is basically it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab up all the sand that I can, and we're going to expand the base some. And then once we've got it expanded, because we now have railroads and things like that, I think we're going to start looking at making a separate area for each of these resources. Right now we've got, you know, the common supply, and it's working real well. But I think, and a big part of why we have that is this feedback loop. It's easier to connect them all together. But as you get bigger, then it becomes a little more problematic. So I think what we're going to do, now that we have the area that we can expand into, I think we're going to separate it out into individual processes of basic materials. I think we're going to leave the basic materials where they are. I think we're going to keep the bus where it is. We're just going to take advantage of this extra space to spread this out a little bit more so that we can A, manage it better, B, move our resources back and forth by train for all the feedback stuff, and C, have the room to expand. Because I think we're coming close to where we really need to expand our fuel production so that we can expand our power. And I think we need to be able to expand this out to be able to increase our production overall. So that's all really kind of boring stuff. I mean, you guys, I'm sure, don't want to sit here and watch me lay down sand, pack sand all day, or pound sand all day, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to leave that be, and we're going to do it off camera. So this was just kind of a quick, hey, this is where things stand, and this is what we've got going on. And yeah, we managed to expand a bit. So there we go, guys, and I will talk to you in the next one. All right, bye.